Hola, YouTubers. Let's see. It's been a superbly long time since I've made a video, so I have a lot that I've been doing lately. I was in Florida for 2 weeks working at a different Eckerd camp, and it was super hot. It was a lot of fun. I got a day and a half off of camp, and my first day I went hiking around a lake that was recommended to me by the nature center. I went in and I asked for where I could find alligators, and she told me this one place, and I went and there was a gator. And then my second day I went and I got to hang out with one of my old friends from back in North Carolina, Heather, who lives in Tampa now. Got to hang out with her, and then two YouTubers, Corey and Brittany. For YouTube people, it's Kyle Braylon and Corey Braylon's girl usernames. And we went to a water park, and that was a lot of fun. I love water parks. Yeah, I just got off work tonight. Oh yeah, I went to Philly Trans Health Conference, and that was awesome. And I got to hang out with a whole bunch of YouTube people, and got to room with Jacob and Troy, and had a lot of fun. Spent way too much money. I had a lot of fun. And I'm getting over a cold, so I'm kind of stuffed up. This was my swine flu. Let's see. I just got off work. It's almost midnight. I keep forgetting I work with criminals, and I wonder why at the end of the week I'm so tired and worn out. This was probably the longest shift I've ever had to do. It was one thing after another, and I'm fed up. And I hate to say that, but one of my kids was next to me and one of the master counselor chiefs, and he was talking about how he's going to Asheville for the 4th of July, and so I was talking to him about a couple waterfalls that he should go jump off of, and we're just talking about different things in Asheville, like some of my favorite places to eat and stuff like that, and he was like, I remember he was like, Chief, he's like, I know you're going back there, I can just tell. He's like, but just don't leave without saying goodbye first. And I was like, I would never leave you without saying goodbye, and I have no idea what you're talking about, and like, I don't even remember, but I did a smooth transition from that back into like whatever we were doing next in camp. But I was just like, I feel so bad, because I technically only have one more week there. July 7th is the end of my 90 days, and there's only like 2 kids that I actually can stand. The rest of the kids just pain in the butt. But yeah, this week, let's see what happened to me. I jumped in the middle of one fist fight, and one that happened to be right as one of the kids was throwing a punch. It was actually the kid that was talking to me about don't leave without saying goodbye. Like, he's huge, like probably like 6'2", and like 200 something pounds. Like, he's a big dude, and he threw a punch and it hit me square in the back, and I can't like restrain him as well physically, obviously, because he's so much bigger. Like, my words have more power over him, but not in a situation that was. So I went for the smaller kid. So I happened to get punched by this kid, and so that hurt. And then I got a plate thrown at me, a glass plate. Who knows why we have glass plates at a camp with these kids? But it shattered on my arm, and I had like, there's this piece right there. You can't even see it in there, but a piece of glass was stuck in it. It's almost healed now. And then I had like a few other cuts. I've got bruises on my arms. That's what's left of that bruise. Of course, nothing shows up in the camera. That's from holding the arms back of some other kid behind his back while he was punching at another kid. What else happened to me? I was Yeah. I was covered in sloppy Joe because we happen to be doing cookout. The kids have to like plan meals and then cook everything and all that kind of stuff. And the plate that was thrown at me had sloppy Joe on it. So I was covered in sloppy Joe and glass. That night we didn't even eat dinner until like 11 o'clock at night. I think it was 11 o'clock. It was last night. Yeah, it was last night. I don't even remember the nights anymore. But and then I've had kids threaten to kill themselves and run away. So then I have to stay up. I'm supposed to stay up till Night Watch gets there, and then wait with Night Watch for a little bit to make sure that everyone's asleep. And then when Night Watch leaves at 5:45, I have to wake up and go and sit in their tent, because when something like that happens, Night Watch has to sit and basically stare at this kid all night, which is, understandable, but it just sucks when I get 5 hours of sleep because of it. So it's frustrating. I'm tired. Yeah. Camp. So, I knew my time was coming to an end in Rhode Island, because I've been counting down since I got there. And, the camp I was supposed to be going to in North Carolina just closed, as well as another camp in North Carolina. So, the HR right now is in the middle of dispersing all the staff members from those two camps to other camps. And the last I heard from her, my HR worker, those people have been moved to camps that were close to those other two camps. So basically, the closest camp I can get to in North Carolina is 4.5 hours from my house, which I'm not exactly pleased with. But she said she was going to check back with the other camps and see if they had any more room. But in the meantime, in the last month maybe, I'd been thinking about doing City Year again. I had applied for City Year DC and got in, and decided at the last minute I wasn't going to do it because I wanted to focus more on transition. And kind of, in a way, regret that decision because it's something I really wanted to do. So I reapplied. And my original location that I wanted to do was City Year Seattle, and I was not allowed to do City Year Seattle by my family. It was too far away. And so I reapplied for it. And when I got out of the woods tonight, I had 2 messages from this lady. She called me on Thursday, and she was like, I know you're in the woods, but I really want to set up an interview. And then she called me on Friday, the day after the day she'd left a message before, and was like, so I'd like to do the interview on Monday or Tuesday. And I'm like, hopefully, I'm going to call her first thing in the morning, see if I can get that taken care of. I'm dying. Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. I just don't feel like Eckerd is quite working out for me. I'm tired of getting beaten up, and the camp that I was at, I did my visit in North Carolina. The kids were like amazing and behaved perfectly, and like, I wouldn't say perfectly, okay, but like they knew why they were there, and they knew what they were working on, they wanted to work on, and the kids were the same in Florida. So I think for some reason these kids in Rhode Island just suck. And I'm ready to move. Ask. So I think what I'm gonna do is do visits, like week visits to these other camps that need help until I go to Seattle, which would be in September. Well, program starts in September, so I'd probably move out in the late August. So we'll see where that goes. But there's been a Fisher cat in campsite. I didn't realize what it was the first night that I saw it, and I was like trying to lure it over to me. I'm stupid, but he was cute. A lesson is Fisher cats attack, and they're very brutal, and you don't ever want a Fisher cat to come to you. And yeah, he's been back like 3 or 4 times since then. Of course, he comes at night when the kids are in bed, but yeah. So that's what's going on right now. And I might make another video while I'm off, because I have a few things to say. But that's that's it for now. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.